Right then, hello. Welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix today for our league race. As you can see from here, our sprint qualifying didn't go too well. We took a Red Bull to the face on the opening lap and ended up way back from the field. But there you go. So now we are going into 100% race where we will start 10th out of 11. It's going to be a long old slog. I believe 72 laps. I think that's the one. Host game crashed, so it will be a little bit longer setting up the lobby. Hopefully he gets back in. Yeah, he's going to set up a new one, which gives us a chance to talk about Austria. Solid track. I'm not great round it. Particularly with track limits, which are set to strict for this race. So there will be a lot of penalties. I'll try to avoid the hard tyres. We might have to Control-Alt-Delete F1 here. I will try to... Oh, we've got something moving. Yeah, try to avoid the hard tyres and just run probably a two-stop soft mead. But we will start on the medium tyre as it's a free choice. Okay, we didn't have to fully abandon things. There we go. Let's just wait for Dan to come back on and set the lobby up. Everything is equal. All cars equal performance, kind of as you'd expect with a league race. So there's nothing there. TT times, I'm kind of middle of the pack, but I think race pace I'm a little bit off. But that's to be expected. So we will go, we will see what happens. As usual with these things, they're a bit of a race of attrition. So if you were watching last week with our Baku race, a lot of craziness in the opening laps. We survived that only to lose it on the final chicane midway through the race, which was very disappointing. Nothing should be as tricky on this one, but the final sector, as you come out of the two left-handers, that right can catch you out. The rear can get quite loose there. So I was exploring the limits a little bit in my dead laps on that sprint quali race, just to see what could and couldn't go wrong. And the answer is a lot could go wrong. So we will try to avoid that happening. So we're just waiting for the invite now, but we might be able to join Dan. Just do that. There we go. And we are in the Aston. Because I've gotten too used to the sound of a Mercedes engine on this game, and anything else sounds weird, so we had to take a Aston Martin. 71 laps. Hopefully it's not in the wet. If it's in the wet, then we may be in trouble. But if it's in the dry, we should be doing okay. So for those of you that missed it, we are starting, or should be starting, 10th out of 11, provided everyone joins up this lobby. With a free choice of tyres, so we'll start on the medium. We will then, I think, just take it easy through turn one. No need to try and be a hero and force an extra pit stop on that one. Everything will be simple. Have to remember to put our setup on, because that'll be a killer if we don't. But otherwise, Austria, not too bad for tyres, not too bad for getting stuck in traffic. Everyone's relatively comfortable around here, so we should be okay. That's the last one in. He just has to select his Ferrari. And admin just has to set the grid up, and then we are set. So Dan, the host, is fastest in this league. 13 is pretty quick. Then it's kind of much of a muchness down to yours truly. So we will see how it goes. We got some points in our first race with these guys in China. We finished 4th, which was quite good. But we did. That was safety car struck. We could have done a lot better. It was just a case of safety car coming out at the worst possible time for our strategy. That'll be key as well today. Any safety cars, I think we'll just dive into the pits and basically take the free pit stop, almost regardless of any extra strategy. And if this ends up being a 4-stop race, which I kind of expect it to, Dan has readied up, so we shall as well. Then we just roll with it. So here we go then. A 100% race, which hopefully we make it through. 71 laps. I cannot remember the last time I did a 100% race. I don't think I've done one since I've been on wheel, which is like 2 years now. So fingers crossed we last the distance. Yeah, fine. So set up and strategy. One's already started, which is madness. Strat. Something like that. Trim fuel. Alright, we're good to go. Guy alongside me is on the softs. Guy in front is on the mediums.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Why have we stopped at the top of the hill there? I do kind of hate formation maps.
Clear. Weather is looking good for now.
Now, that's good to hear. I didn't actually check. Didn't check because someone just dived straight into the race like an absolute madman. And it's taken over. Okay, here we go. I doubt anyone is starting on hards. No, Pole, 4th, 8th, and myself are on mediums. Okay. It's good to know. We are migrating hosts. Dan has crashed. Well, that seems unfortunate to me. I would hope we're not restarting. Quick check of Discord. His car should be here, so he should be able to take over. A good start, but we are going to sit at the back. not particularly challenge, and let that happen right in front of us. Good job, everyone.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
That was impressive. That was one of the biggest crashes I've seen. We had a good start as well, so if we'd have pushed it, we could have been right behind that set and just crashed with them. I don't know why everyone insists on trying to win a race on lap 1. Like, against the AI, when you can flash back, sure. But in that scenario, it seems absolutely crazy. So that took 3 cars out of the race on lap 1. There will be some absolute scenes in the Discord for that. Right, we're all here, safety car. Or not, we've apparently stopped at the exit of that corner.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
People are just going unnecessarily slowly. Oh, lads, can we avoid the brake checking? Apparently we can't avoid the brake checking. Everyone seems to be leaving, so I wonder if we are restarting. Let's just let the AI take over for a second. Alright, red flag manually, and new lobby and 50% race. Cool! That was gnarly. So I mean, we will clip that and put it out. And I'm kind of glad that we're going to a 50% now, I'm not going to lie. We had some delays with the sprint quali. We've had lobby issues. It's been a wild one. So, how are you? It loaded after 6 years. Apologies, Frosty the King. I will try and leave chat on so I can see what's going on. There we go. We are apparently going back to a 50% race and starting again after an absolute mad start. If you didn't see it, I suggest scrolling back in the timeline, because the run up to turn 3 was stupid. I don't like to badmouth drivers that I haven't met in person, but it was really bad. So we need 3 more, now 2 more people to join up into this lobby, and we can get going. I don't know if they will. They may have rage quit over the first corner. Let's go. Here's everyone. Alright, we're all back in. Solstikov picks his car. We're good to go. Oi, we're good to go. We're not good to go. He has to set the grid. So we will again be starting 10th. I feel like I should be starting 7th. And all the people that DNF'd in the first one should go to the back for bad behaviour. But I'd rather they were in front of me, going off the grid, to be honest. That way, I don't have to crash with them. And again, we will start on the mediums, this time looking to 1 stop. Jeff might not let me in the setup. He might just tell me to bugger off and do 2 stops. But hopefully he says that it can be done. All right, Dan has readied up, so we are ready. Take 2 of the full race. Take 3 overall. Let's hope this one works. Come on, Cashmeister, ready up. And suddenly everyone's signal has dropped off. Is it because Challenges is going on? And they've basically pinched the rest of the servers to make sure Challenges is okay? I wonder. Yeah, that. We have to load setup, we have to set strategy, and we have to adjust fuel. Hopefully no one readies up stupidly early. Hopefully people load in though. Race strat. Loaded. We want to 1 stop, but we want to do medium to soft. We want 36.6.5 laps of fuel, and we're good to go. Okay. Hopefully there's no funny business on the start this time. And we are just on it. I'm the one who didn't load. Ah, formation lap. Why?
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
MFD. Fronts are a bit cold.
We're not expecting any changes to the weather today. Dry throughout.
Dry throughout is good. I did not check the weather before I loaded up a setup. Not that it would really have changed, we've just had to adjust the ride heights a little bit. Should take over about now, yeah. So a couple of others have gone for mediums this time. What does the race director say? We're just ghosting through everyone, okay. First row is on softs. Then it's only 6, 9 and 11, okay. Interesting decisions. Free tyre choice and a 50%, I think I'd always go to the medium first. Because an early safety car on a 50% race doesn't necessitate you jumping into the pits, but it will ruin your pace for the rest of the race. And there's been some chaos and shenanigans again. Oh, he stopped really early. Basically had to take avoiding action of this McLaren, which wasn't a good sign. I need him to be on it to drag us forward. So it's Dan who's out. Which rather throws the championship open, because going for this, not really. But he went so deep that we kind of have to. I think Dan has won 2 and finished on the podium for the third race. So that helps our championship battle after 2 DNFs. Not sure it'll be much of a championship battle. More of a enjoying ourselves in some friendly competition. This Ferrari's getting a bit detached. I don't particularly want to try and push my way past him.
DRS is now enabled. Pulling out a second lap on the car behind. Okay, clear.
There's been some shenanigans there as well. This Haas is quicker than us, but if he's taken a front wing knock or overcooked his tyres, he won't have much chance of getting by. Just like this race to settle down a little bit. He's gone for El Lungo. It's easy to see why he ended up crashing someone. I'm just trying to avoid early... Oh, that was a bit wayward there. Early corner cuts, early track extensions. That little slide was something I'd never have caught on my old wheel. The direct drive really helping there. If we can stay in his DRS as he pulls into chills, he's already got a 6-second penalty.
Caution. Green flag.
Don't want to fight too much with him, because he is faster, but we're just getting a few opportunities to battle, and I'd rather not. He must have a warning by now. He's been all over those exits. He does have a 3 seconds. As does the driver behind me. The dreaded TTV. I assumed he was going to go for a lunge there.
There's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
I don't think we come in after 7 laps. We could hurry it up a bit just so we get track position on anyone who does pit. Well, I had to stop to not overtake him. Other lad then had to back into me, so I don't really see what I could have done there. Ooh, everyone else is in. Okay. Well, we'll dispute the 5 seconds.
Approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car.
as I'm sure the others will, but they had to take pit stops. Safety car in this lap. Don't let the pack close up. You want to make that call? The problem with being directly behind the safety car is you get very little chance to actually like accelerate and warm those rears up. You also don't want to be right behind it into the corners because it is so slow. It's also jolting around the track, which is a bit unnerving. Come on, Bert, keep it in a straight line. Whoa! See, it's just backed right into me there. No wing damage, thankfully.
We're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it. You are the leader. Follow the safety car. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You will be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Safety car wants to move, that would be great. I'm going so slowly and it's not disappearing up the road.
Okay, clear.
Alright, here we go. Has there been chaos behind me? Someone's out behind us. Jude is also right behind us. We're just gonna park the bus a little bit. He's got a sack full of pace, hasn't he?
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Confirmed.
Cashmeister's on fresh softs. There's definitely some shenanigans going on at the back, which I'm absolutely fine with.
disabled. DRS is now enabled.
I think we're going to get lunged by Cashmeister up the hill. So concerned with that, we didn't even change up into 8th, which is a bit embarrassing. So as before with Cashmeister, would like to stay in his DRS. And just use it all the way up the hill. And all the way back down again. Why is someone trying to force their way through there? Something goes flying off my desk after we catch that snap. Not going to fight the Alpha. We are living on older tyres than the rest of them. That was somewhat intentional, just get track position. They'll all have to pit again. Except maybe the softs runners that put mediums on. They might not, but they'll be limping to the end. Cashmeister's done something. Has he picked up a puncture? Just have a moment.
Great maneuver.
This guy.
You made it look easy.
Really left me with no choice there. No wonder there was so many crashes in the other parts of this Grand Prix. Dude. Full battery, so we're going to use it. Unfortunately, we have to get back up to these two maniacs. Why are they going side by side through there? God, they're scrapping like it's a 5-lapper in unranked. We just nip into DRS, not quite. I've got a relatively conservative setup on, which is part of the reason why I get gobbled up down the straights a little bit. Mostly to prevent snaps through this section, but also just to look after the tyres a little bit more, as I thought it would be a 100% race. But as we reach halfway of this one, I'm glad it's not. These two are at it again, all the way to the pit wall. Honestly looked like he got cut up really nastily there. We're getting towards the end of life on these tyres. And there's a wobble from one. It's bound to happen eventually. It's a shame they couldn't have carried that on for a few more laps. There is a lot of penalties up ahead. And Cashmeister has retired because he accidentally put the hards on. Jaibu did start on mediums, so he could go to the end. No, he started on soft, so he could go to the end.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.9 seconds.
So TTV is going to disappear on me a little bit now. So we just reached the end of the stint on these medium tyres.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
So my initial strategy did have me coming in now, right? So maybe rather than taking it to 22, we just take it to 21. Same time, I think. Dead soft at the end. I don't know how.
Pitting this lap.
Yeah, we're coming in this lap, Jeff. We'll have to eat the 5-second penalty in the pit lane, but hopefully we get that deducted off our time. Because we've got to go come in and get after Jaibu. Alright, we got time for a quick sip.
Go go, go.
Not bad, guys. 7.7 stationary.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Okay, we're out ahead of that Ferrari. And we've got 21 seconds to catch. That's quite a chunk. But it's well-worn mediums against fresh softs.
Okay, gap ahead is 20.1 seconds.
So we've already nailed second on him. See, a second a lap isn't quite quick enough, but hopefully as we reel him in he starts to panic a little bit. I think the wise move from him would be to come in for fresh softs himself. TTV has, Jude has as well. We don't want to fight with them. Won't have to.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Does mean we can no longer see the gap that we need to break down though. Keep pushing. Hopefully them overtaking Jai will also slow him down and give us an opportunity. Jai's pitted. Huge. Okay, he's going to have slightly fresher tyres. He's got a 3-second penalty. We don't, and we're trying to get that 5 that we had to take stationary off after the race is done. Jude and TTV are gone. That's absolutely fine. We're just trying to maintain this third place now. I don't think we can stay within their gap either to get on their penalties. Even though the gap is a little steady at the moment. At the end of the session my tyres are going to be wrecked. Let's be a little bit fresher. I also lose 3/10 through there. God, I've stopped trying to take any curb on the inside there.
Gap to car in front is 8.8 seconds.
That gap isn't that stable then. It's fine, they're gone. Don't worry about them. Let's just knock the laps off. Try and get out of here with a podium. Laps to go. Don't need to be in fifth through that. That's the raggediest we've been through there. We are very much not setting the world alight with our times, but we are doing the same times as Jaibu, basically. Which is all we need to do. Give it a little kick a welly down this straight. Doing pretty well. Pace is consistent even if it's not staggering. Stayed out of trouble, which is the main point, even as those two idiots around me were constantly fighting and trying to pretend like we were in an unranked lobby or even better Mario Kart. Just gotta keep concentration, Toby. Just got to stay on top of it. Seven laps left. I think it was the Alpha that hit me to get us 5-second penalties. So I'm pretty sure he'll protest it as well. But since he was the one that hit me, and it was Cashmeister that stopped unnecessarily, I don't know if he'll get it removed. I think I should. So if we can stay within 14 seconds of him, he might not know that, so he might just be cruising. He would probably argue that if he'd have known there was a risk, he'd have pushed to the last lap, but you should always push to the last lap.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
We're pushing Jeff with 6 laps left. Don't particularly want a safety car now, because while obviously the time difference would be good for us and pull us into people's penalties, the decisions of diving in for tyres or trying to hold out and then the chaos that happened on a restart, I'm not really down for that. Gap's up to 4 seconds now, which is lovely. But mine with TTV is a battle. If he gets to 14, it doesn't matter what happens with our time penalty. If he just wants to accidentally eat another corner cut, that would be lovely.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I don't think we're going to be able to hold it to under 14. We will certainly try. Not like that, we won't.
Our gap to the car in front is 14.0 seconds.
Understood, Jeff. I know what you're saying. Be sensible. Don't push it too far. Oh, he's picked up extra time penalty. Look at that. That extends the gap needed for complete safety for him to 16. To 17 even. So we might have that as long as we don't pick one up ourselves. He jinxes. What's happened? We've got margin. We don't need to push boundaries here. My downshift hand is actually starting to get a little
We've
crampy.
only got 2 laps of fuel left. This is your final lap.
Final lap,
of the
Jeff.
race.
Understood. Don't push it on the exit there. My man Jude doesn't even have a victory call. Oh, there it is. Oh, because of the time penalty, I guess. Game had to check that he wasn't going to be overtaken. We'll take that. 3rd place. Not too shabby. Jaibu in 4th. Ferrari 5-6. And a lot of unnecessary DNFs in that one. I guess as there are in a lot of races like this. But there we have it. Driver of the day as well. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Brendan Lee atop the podium. Something you haven't seen in a while. But there it is. Lovely scenes. AlphaTauri Alfa Romeo at Aston Martin. The AAAs. Our fastest lap was a second slower than the guys ahead of us. And we were the only person to finish who one-stopped. Which I think was the right decision in the end. We'd have been fighting more wheel-to-wheel with the guys behind us, which would have probably been detrimental. But there we have it. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. No League Racing stream next week, but we will be back the week after that with, let's have a little look. where are we for week after? We will be in Hungary, so we're missing Monaco. Unfortunate, I know. But then we will be back for Hungary, which they're going to try and do 100% for. I was not aware this league likes 100% races before I joined up. I'm not excited for that one, but you should be. I'm sure there'll be some chaos and some drama as per usual. Thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. We will catch you next time on the Racing Games channel. We will have lots of Gran Turismo coverage going up over the next few weeks and months in the build up to that release. More racing. Gran Turismo 4 is our current stream on a Wednesday afternoons, but we'll be sure to hit you with all the news, reviews, content and everything to do with racing, and we will catch you